Um, would someone like to fill in Jacob on what happened last
I'm
time?
a rat.
You say I'm a rat? Is that what you said?
I'm a rat.
Oh, so he is a bad guy.
No, I'm a literal rat.
Oh. So we aren't gonna do him Brooklyn style then, is that what you're saying?
You all got done Brooklyn style if you get what I'm saying.
Are we all dead?
Like, not dead but close. Knocked out.
Oh my god.
But I'm not because I'm a rat.
That is interesting. I'm not sure I understand how this is possible. But
Simple.
it's magic,
It's
so it's
consciousness.
Well, basically, we went over, and I can't remember the race's name. What are they?
Duergars.
Duergar.
Oh, yeah.
Duergar. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we went over to their fortress
Right.
to talk to them.
After we defeated the dragon and all that, yeah.
Yeah, and so we basically kind of wound up being thrown into their prison.
Okay.
And then they're like, yeah, we're gonna execute you now. We're like, the fuck you are. And so then they almost executed us by pretty much I'm pretty sure it was the opening of a gay porn. There was about 30 guys all surrounding us at the same time.
Nice.
Yeah. It was no bueno. There was some inappropriate touching that happened, and that's where we left off, if I recall. That we lost the fight, and that the leader might have a use for us.
Huh. Okay. Out of curiosity, on the world map, there is that like there's a bunch of spots that are crossed out in red.
There's a lot of towns that got obliterated because of the dragon. Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure I was hearing all the same, or I was just just making sure I was seeing the same shit. That's all.
The good news and the bad news is that it was not us that did the destruction.
Right. Okay.
So good news, we didn't screw it up. It was the dragon that did it. The bad news is we still do not have a tavern fire under our belts. So
I know, right?
Okay, that makes sense. I remember the dragon destroying everything, and I remember us defeating the dragon, but I didn't remember which all towns got hit and all that stuff. So no worries on that. But we'll get a tavern fire in there one of these days. We won't let the dragon be the only one. Okay.
Were you here for the ship?
The ship in the mountains?
Yeah.
Yes, and like Valaine Harple or whatever her name is was like the one that saved us or whatever.
No.
We went back up there again.
Yeah,
we revisited it.
And I don't think he was there for that. I think that was last time too.
Yeah, we're fairly, as a player, not as a character, fairly certain that this is a Spelljammer ship. That crash landed there, and they need like a specific type of material to be able to power their ship and be able to get it to take off again. Okay. And so we're going to be also keeping an eye out for that to see if we can find some of the substance to be able to help them out.
We're going to be keeping an eye out for the stuff that we need to take it off, basically, to get it to fly again.
Yes. Because the people who own the ship are kind of stuck there. They have a lot of wounded and everything, and yeah.
Was that so? Were the people that were stuck there also some of the people that helped us? Like, is Valaine like one of them, or no?
No.
Okay, she's just all right. She's just a person that.
The people in
be able to assist us. Then.
The people in the ship may very well be chaotic evil mind flayers, but Wayfo is like, they're in trouble. We should help them.
Ah, I get it now. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I understand. So basically, we're gonna go there and maybe kill them if we find the material we need. So you guys went there and met the people though that were there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. And basically offered our assistance to help them.
Gotcha.
Because that's what WAFO does.
Right. Naturally. It's just makes sense, of course. Especially when they're the bad guys.
WAFO is a robotic force of nature. What can I say?
True. All right. So effectively, right now we are in a duergar dungeon after getting like
this shit kicked out of us.
Booty blasted.
So Dalar got out safely. Slight change to what I said last time, and since Biltram was not actually in there for the fight, we'll say he was sitting outside with Valine, keeping watch while the rest of you went inside. So, as it stands right now, Tora and Wayfo are currently unconscious and captured. Dalar and Biltram are, well, not.
Cool. So Valine knows enough about the duergar then effectively to be able to tell me like more or less like, oh yeah, it's been long enough that your friends are probably captured or something, probably, right?
Yeah, I would think so. Or, if Dalar comes out, scurrying through a hole outside and returns to form, he can tell you himself.
Oh, like this guy right here?
Yes, like the random rat
that
the random rat that comes up to you and begins squeaking.
Gotcha. I see him now.
After doing that, I'm gonna turn back to myself. Also, I'm not gonna do my voice tonight because holy shit, my throat's still kind of bleh. I'll let him know. Oh my god, Biltram and Tor are in trouble. They've been taken hostage after they tried to beat the shit out of us.
I'm Biltram.
Oh my god, why were you in there fighting? I thought you were in there the whole time. Oh my god. I thought I saw you there.
I know, I have quite the mistakable face. It's okay.
It was so robotic, I thought you were Wayfo.
I am rather cold, so I might give that kind of an impression today.
Wayfo and Tora, they're trapped. They were gonna execute us. They're probably gonna execute them. Oh my god. What do we do?
We can't let this be. We must stop it.
But what are we gonna do? They're just gonna kill us if we go in.
How many are there?
Does 20 quantify as an orgy? Because I think it was an orgy amount.
Yes, I would dare say that quantifies as an orgy. I'll turn to the line. What do you think we can do? Can you help us?
Oh, I can try, but yeah, I can hold my own, but I don't know I can hold my own against that many. I'm happy
This is quite the predicament.
Happy to help how I can.
I'll be like, I don't have any more wild shapes left either. I had to use both of them.
It seemed like a rather urgent matter to them. Will they be taking action soon?
Presumably whenever they wake up. They'll probably start planning it, whether they're going to talk to the leader and execute them or what.
From where did you leave the building? Where did you come from?
I'm pulling over to the doors. We went in over there and went down the hall and to the left, and there was a little prison area over there that they held us in for a while they went and talked to their leader. And then when they came back, they just said they were going to execute us. That being said, I'd be surprised if they kept him in the same prison that we fought in.
Well, yes, that would be somewhat surprising unless they're out of prisons somehow. Oh my. So real quick, when we came out here, was our intention to discuss with them, like, diplomatic measures, or what was the goal when we came out here?
Yeah, basically the whole idea was for us to talk to them, find out what their drive was for trying to wipe out 10 towns, and to try to find a peaceful and more amicable solution. And then, of course,
Hmm.
they just straight up acted like douches. So
Right.
Yes.
So back to Dalar. Have you seen their leader yet? Do you know what he looks like?
Not at all. We'd asked for a meeting with them, but the leader never came. They decided they just said they were going to execute us.
And do they know that the two of us are out here, Verlaine and myself?
I DM. I would
Uh,
assume not, but unless they like looked out here and they could just see us. But I feel like they would have come after
yeah,
people
I
outside
mean,
if they knew.
you've not explicitly seen anyone, that's looked outside that would have seen you, but I mean, they can turn invisible, so who knows if anyone's been peeking through the arrow slits without being seen.
They really are gay.
Very well.
Well, I don't know.
Well, suppose at this point it's too late to head back to 10 pounds and ask for help. Besides the fact that all hands there will be busy assuredly with rebuilding and trying to save the injured. So we assuredly must do something ourselves. The only question is if we can somehow force their hand to present to us their leader and perhaps speak with him and discuss an amicable exchange, or if we must do this forcibly and take life as quickly as possible. What do you think?
I don't. Force is gonna go too well. Just pick them off one at a time because we're very, very much outnumbered us.
Yes, indeed.
That seems like a very risky one and likely end up dead.
You think there's any way at all we could sneak in and free the others somehow?
I could disguise myself as a duergar. I'm the old one. I could disguise myself as him, and then I might be able to walk around at least a little bit before I get caught. But I don't know if you have anything that you could do.
Um, I'm not so sure if I can manage that yet or not. Let me think for a minute here. I don't think that. I think at most what I could do is I could create some kind of an illusion. The illusion would be no such sort that would hide me completely. Certainly not disguise myself as one of them. But I suppose if you were able to convincingly disguise yourself as one of them, we could perhaps make it seem as though you took us captive as well, and then enter into the prison site and possibly secure an escape for the others.
You might be onto something with that. That might be able to get us in there. At least if we find somebody who's not expecting it. They probably just go along with it, assuming that somebody else found a straggler outside.
Valine, what do you make of this approximation? Will you be joining us in such an endeavor, or would you rather keep your head about you outside?
I will join and help where I can.
Very well. How long do you think you could keep up this disguise, Daylon?
Let me see how long. About an hour or so before I'd be forced to turn back, and that's assuming nobody catches on to begin with.
Good, good. Well, that's should be plenty of time. I would imagine, not knowing how large this place is inside, I would imagine that that's doable. So,
All right, do we want to tie up your hands very loosely with rope to make it a little more convincing? I don't know if we have shackles or anything, so probably just rope is all we got.
yes, I could do that.
I would tie it loosely on yourself. That way, if things go sour, you can break it off and use your hands. Just try and make it look really convincing.
Very well.
And I can assist you in doing that too, so that way it looks as believable as possible.
Yeah. So if you need me to roll for something, I'll roll. But yeah, let's see how well we can make this look like legit bonding.
Yeah. Give me an intelligence check, or maybe a survival check for not tying.
Ooh, I can
With advantage.
I got it. Yeah. Got an 18, boy. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, so Biltram, consults his trusty notes on knot tying and has a super clever knot that looks super secure, but the slightest tug at it, from just the right spot, it falls away effortlessly.
Alright, so I'm just gonna point this out. With special Furbolg magic, I can use myself to seem up to 3 feet shorter than normal if I want to. That way I can try and cover my height difference a little bit better. Considering these guys are a lot shorter, aren't they?
Yeah, 3 foot shorter
Yeah.
probably puts you at the tall end of them, but not unusually tall.
That's still close enough. So then do the disguise self, and I'll just go for the one that I got the best look of overall. Let's go with that. And
Okay.
it's probably closest to being the same height.
Alright, so you disguise yourself as a duergar.
And I'll practice my mannerisms like I remember them talking. That way I'll sound like I belong there. All right, guys, you ready? Let's go.
Pretty well. I certainly am. Let's do it.
No one lives forever.
Yeah, my voice just changes. goes to a Starship Trooper. Come on, you apes! You want to live forever?
Oh, there's still this jail,
Hey.
so this little bars isn't there? Are they open or closed?
They're open. So, they fortunately did not lock the doors, though, so
They didn't expect the Spanish Inquisition.
they allow you to walk right in.
They never expect the Spanish Inquisition.
Are those doors still open over there? Looks like they are.
They are open, yes.
I'll whisper to Biltram. We fought in that room to the left, though it looks empty now. Let's go adventuring to the right and see what we find.
Understood.
I'll walk with like a very commanding attitude. I don't know. I'll use my best mannerisms to walk like I'm a duergar. Also, just keep on walking.
I will say that room that you just passed there. Give you a brief description of it. Should you be interested in it?
Oh, the one below.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, as you look in and glance at it as you walk past it. That room is heated and illuminated by braziers of glowing hot coals, and visible on the west wall are narrow arrow slits, iron lever, and heavy iron winch. A floor-to-ceiling iron cage in the middle of the room contains an elevator shaft with chains running up and down it, away from it. The chains are in constant motion, and you hear loud mechanical noises higher up the shaft and farther down as well. Double doors embedded in the middle of the east wall, and air enters through a row of 4 arrow slits on the south wall. There's basically a giant elevator in the room there.
Okay. I'll remember that later.
Could be important, maybe.
Could be. Right now we're just exploring around.
Yeah.
It's like another prison cell. That's unoccupied.
Not quite a prison cell. That is actually, open to below. So there's some bars acting almost as like a window and there's like a 300-foot, uh, uh, 100-foot drop down to what sounds like a workshop below.
Okay. Guess we gotta take a random guess out of one of these angles and start looking up. This looks like another elevator.
Yeah, more braziers of hot coal. Scattered about the room are several training dummies made of wood and sackcloth, as well as 4 freestanding suits of plate armor, and another elevator in here as well.
Is it clear how to operate the elevator? Like, is it just like levers that are obviously
No,
stated, or-
it's like in continuous motion. So like it basically what it
Ah.
does is it, you
It
know,
just goes all the way up and all the way down repeatedly?
yeah, basically very slowly, though it stops briefly when it hits the floor, and then just continues automatically.
I'll whisper to everybody, all right, we're gonna get on it. We're gonna see where this takes us.
All right.
All right, if you think that's the best plan.
I don't have another plan, honestly.
Do you remember which way you came out?
We came out from that big room to the left, right near the entrance. But I also saw more duergar there.
Yeah, it's probably a tough pass, but if we run into too much confrontation on this side, maybe we best try it again.
We'll see what happens when we take this elevator. We'll see where it takes us.
Are you wanting
Indeed.
to go up or down?
Oh, shit. Piltrim, flip a coin.
Do you remember from where you came when you left the prison?
We were just to that one room on the left in the entrance. That was all that it was.
Oh,
That
you
was
never
our-
left.
That's all that it was that one room that I pointed out with the doors open.
Up then. Let's try up.
Okay, let's go up. Yeah, we barely made it inside before they held us captive over there.
Understood.
But I saw mostly duergar in those prison cells, so I assume that they would keep non-duergar prisoners other places.
That would make some sort of sense.
All right, so you guys hop on as the elevator goes up. It's a very slow ride up. It takes about a minute to travel all the way to the top. But as you're ascending, the elevator shaft deposits you in the middle of a large room with machinery filling the western half. A duergar stands in the southwest corner next to a lever that juts out of the west wall, and braziers heaped with hot coals do little to offset the cold air blowing into the room through the arrow slits to the south.
Does the duergar notice us on the elevator lift, or is he busy doing his thing?
He does look around to see what's going on.
Is the elevator still going?
Like, it comes up and stops for a moment, and if you don't hop off, it'll start going back down.
Do I see him walking over?
Yeah, I would think so.
Just gonna write it down. Just gonna write it all the way down.
Just like, whoops, wrong floor. Sorry.
Just write it all the way back down.
Oops, I may have dragged that too far. Yep. Alright, you're back where you started. Are you gonna keep going down, or are you gonna...
Let's go down.
Okay. Let's see.
Going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship.
Yeah, seriously.
Let's see. Just find the right room. There's the right room. Let's see. What room is that? Let's see. The elevator shaft terminates in this room. A large stone wheel next to the iron cage turns constantly. And west of the wheel is a duergar encased in a cruel-looking exoskeleton construct. His face is a mask of pain.
Oh no no! Hey, where am I? Am I still at the elevator? Okay, all right, I see myself now.
All right, guys, we're gonna go left or right.
I
Trying-
guess to the right.
Okay. What's that?
Close the door. Close the door.
You think go to the left?
I guess. I don't know. I suppose so. Oh, let's go back up. Let's go back up.
Are you sure?
He sounds scary. I don't know.
What's wrong with him anyway?
I guess if this is a good chance to test and see if your disguise is working.
Let's try and walk past like I belong here.
Very well. I'll follow. You're the god.
I'll keep pulling on the ropes and all that.
Um. Probably should have asked this earlier. What languages do you speak?
Common, Druidic, Dwarvish, Elvis, Giant, and Yeti.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he makes the Duergar in here makes a strange look at you, but goes about his work of rearranging some boxes.
Just keep pulling away.
Let's see, what room are you in? 29. Standing in the middle of this room, facing the double door to the north, is a 7-foot-tall statue of a female Duergar in a scale mail robe. The top of its head above its eyes has been sheared off, making space for a stone brazier that gives off a flickering flame. Chained to the statue's pedestal is an emaciated, malformed creature with rubbery purplish-gray flesh, a bulbous head with a metal plate bolted to it, and sinister eyes.
That's scary. Let's go in here. Oh. Does that look like the throne room to you?
I'd say it kind of does.
Shit. Maybe we need to try going back up.
Okay. I think
I
that
don't-
might be
I don't think we can go into the throne room. Let's go back up.
the.
Unless you got any better ideas.
No, certainly not.
Alright, where are you going back?
Going back up. There we're going. You think we go in the middle and check out some more rooms there, or do we go back to the top? As we're
Maybe
slowly
we should
going up.
go. Maybe we should go back to where you were first captured and
All right, we'll try that.
see if they will take us to where the others are being held.
All right, get off here. We'll go check. What do I say though? They might assume that I should know where the prison's at. That might blow our cover.
might, but at this point, it's better than wandering into the throne room. I suppose we could try the third floor once more if you think it's the very top.
I don't know. That'd be kind of weird though if they kept the prisoners in the very top.
I don't know what else to think. Either we go and we try to make our way through where you were first.
Wait,
held
wasn't there another
captive.
elevator in the other room? Let's go try that other elevator.
Okay, very well. We'll try the other elevator.
Are you gonna ride this one up or down?
Let's go down again. I'm feeling good. They're not hiding princesses in the top tower. Let's go down. Fucking ladies
Feeling
right-
good. He's like gambling over here. I'm feeling good about this one.
Just drops us right in front of the throne with the king on it. Hello there.
Yep. Hello there.
Alright, so you guys ride the other elevator down. And yeah,
Where does it seem like we're at right now? The box?
yeah, it's just a square room, nothing particularly special about it.
Except for these doors over here?
Yep, just some doors.
What do you hear over there? Elon?
I want to put my ear against the door and listen. Do I hear talking or anything?
Give me a perception check.
Why is it rolling with advantage?
I think I found a setting to make it roll with that by default.
Ah, okay.
So we'll do what we did and roll 20 and take the left one if you don't have advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, so you hear what sounds like some duergar talking in the other room. Let me double check what language they're talking in. It does seem to be Dwarvish.
Oh, so can I make it what they're saying, or is it just kind of mumble?
You hear bits and pieces of it. You do catch one bit that's like, you know, how did you let those other prisoners get away? There's a third one. I know it.
I whisper to Biltram. They're talking about the fact that I got away. So this must have been somebody who was involved in that.
Perhaps we should leave then. I'm not sure. If they suspect there is a third, then might find this suspicious that you arrive with us too.
I've got an idea. I'm gonna be like, Verlaine, I'm gonna untie you. Go sit in the corner and wait. I want to walk in with Biltram. We're gonna pretend like he's the third prisoner.
Okay.
And they were speaking Dwarvish, right?
Yeah, they're speaking Dwarvish.
All right, I'll follow behind you.
I'm gonna open the door, walk in. Be like, look who I got. I found the third prisoner that tried to escaped.
And then I'll make my surprised face when I see Wei Fo and Tora unconscious in the corner.
Yes. Very good. We're hoping that we wouldn't let this one get away. Very good. You capture him yourself?
Yes.
Very good. What was your name?
Do I remember hearing any names before when they were talking to each other? Any names at all?
No, you do not.
Oh fuck!
Just be like, they call me Reek.
yeah.
Dakorik.
Very well. Uh, bonus portions at dinner for you tonight.
Yeah.
Yes, now that we got all three, we've got to figure out what to do with them.
I'll nod.
How closely, or how tight is the rope between me and Dewa right now?
Probably not terribly tight. This duergar is probably pushing you over into the corner, unless you're resisting to put you with his other prisoners.
No, I'll stay. I'll stay right. I'll move along with him for right now.
Very, very good. It's Reek or whatever your name was. You are dismissed.
I'll nod, and I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna back out through the door, close it, and then just listen on three still. I'm gonna wave over Lenny and basically get her ready to go inside. I'm gonna listen through the door, what he's saying.
He doesn't seem to say a whole lot right away. He's just sort of pacing the floor, deciding what to do.
I hate it when they decide what to do.
I want to whisper to Vlaine, do you think you could distract three of them while I heal up our two allies? And then we can try and jump the three of them in that little room?
I can try, but if your friends are unconscious, healing may not wake them up immediately. I need to consult my notes on that.
I'll nod. Yeah, they're both two of them are unconscious there, and obviously Biltram's in there now.
Is the main bad guy still like kind of pacing around, or is he like reading something, or what's he doing?
Sort of pacing about, contemplating.
Oh, I got an idea. I want to be like, get ready, watch this. I'm going to take my Orc Stone and activate it. Use one of my charges on it, right? And
Okay.
I'm going to... Can I do that?
Yeah.
I'm going to summon him right here. And once he summons, I'm going to open the doors, scream, oh God, help me.
Okay, healing is a valid way to restore them to consciousness.
Sweet. All right. So we're going to start off with the Orc Stone.
Did not mean to open that, but that's okay.
And I'm going to open up as soon as he's summoned, but yeah.
Yeah, let's see. I love how convenient that is. You just go to the item and it's got a link directly to the character sheet and token.
Yeah, I
you need.
saw that.
That is
I looked
cool.
at how strong it was. I was like, how strong is this skin? Oh, yeah, I'll do that. So he's summoned. I want to fall over. Ah! What is that? And I assume the command is already given that he's going to just fight. I'm going to give him the command to fight the Duergar before I open the doors.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just going to kind of huddle into the corner as I fall down my ass. And,
That's wrong button. That's the combat button. And I'll simply step forward. Alright.
And then whenever the ruckus starts, you can tell me how long it would take based on my roll to tie myself up. But whenever the ruckus starts, I would like to quickly undo my bondage and give my potion of greater healing to Waytho and apply it to him if at all possible. If that will work to wake him up, then I'll do that.
Yeah, you can roll initiative, and that'll just be your action on your turn to
Okay.
orient him and shove a potion down him.
Nice. Trying to tell it's a roll initiative, but it's not really wanting to for some reason.
Yeah, I have to open up the combat tracker and click on the little dice there to actually do it. It wasn't letting me
Oh,
click
really?
the initiative on my player sheet.
Oh, huh.
Yeah, it's a
Interesting.
little weird.
Alright. Dalar, you are up first.
So is his attention pretty focused on the orc, I assume? Would he
Uh,
notice if I tried to do spells behind him at all?
He definitely is now facing the orc and trying to figure out what's going on.
I'm gonna kind of just backpedal a little bit. Look at Tora, and I'm gonna give her a potion of healing. How do I? There we go. To change. How do I change my quantity? There we go. Got 3 left, so I use one of them on her. And then I'm going to also use Cure Wounds, I think level 2 on her. Wait, I have level 3 Cure Wounds on her as well.
Cure Wounds a bonus action.
Wouldn't this be a regular one? Or, oh, I need to use my thing for it, don't I? Because she's unconscious.
Yeah, feeding a potion to someone else is in action.
I'll just do the Cure Wounds then.
Okay,
Rather than
so
wrapping the potion, so I'll
Or
give
you
my-
could, with GM's permission, couldn't
heal
you
and then
use,
potion.
Yeah, cure wounds, and then you, as a bonus action, have her drink it.
Or would
And-
she have to
I
still
don't
drink it?
I don't know if that would work or not.
it would be like leaving it there, like, here, take this potion, and on her turn she could use the bonus action to do it.
Yeah, she probably has
Oh,
potions.
there you go.
Does Tora have potions? I don't know. On the floor.
Alright,
So I'll hit
either way,
14 and leave the potion
Tora is back to consciousness, 14 hit points.
Okay.
And you can roll initiative if you want, Tora, so you're suddenly awake and back in the fight. Whatever fight this is.
I'm trying to roll initiative.
You have to go to the
combat tracker.
combat tracker and then roll it from there, it seems. Nice. She was just unconscious, and she is now ahead of me on the combat tracker.
Well, you know, she's wired and pissed.
Right.
Well, Tora, you are now awake, conscious at 14 hit points, and ready to party. What are you gonna do?
Alright. Who's this in front of me?
A
Doesn't
duergar.
matter, just kill him.
Yeah, okay.
The time to murder hobo is now.
Alright. Yeah.
20 hits.
And then, I'll do flurry of blows.
Okay. "13 misses.
Okay.
9 misses as well.
Yeah. Okay. That's it for me.
All right. This duergar is they need their tokens re-added to the world.
Oh my god, they're already dead.
You know, Tora woke up pissed off, so
Fucking
Yeah.
those punches actually just hit both of them on the opposite side of the wall. You don't fuck with Tora, apparently.
what we didn't realize is they were all sharing one soul, and she just soul punched them.
Got him. Understand their weaknesses. Without their heads, they're powerless, man.
Guess we
Alright.
know their weakness. Bullets.
Just because it's going to be easier, I'm just going to go with their new initiative. And let's see. That's a hit on the war chief. For 6 points of damage. Let's see. Alright, let's see. Has a wand of magic missiles, but not the spell on our character sheet to cast it.
Well, that's just silly. Although it's an automatic hit, and it's just, what, 1d4 plus 1?
Yeah, that is right.
Per missile.
How dare someone cast my spell? Don't they know that's my main spell?
That's
I
your
mean-
whole identity.
It is a pretty awesome spell,
Yeah,
especially at ridiculously high levels.
right. Pretty hard to argue with.
Okay. Alright, we'll go with that. Biltram.
So I'm going to apply the potion of greater healing to Wei Fo.
Very nice.
Is it alt click? Is that what it is? Yeah.
12 points of healing to Wayfo.
Sorry, I couldn't be better, Way. My bad.
That was literally as
Perfectly
average as you
okay.
could have done it, basically. In one blow or something like that.
Biltram, you do have your bonus action if you have anything that can make use of it.
I don't need to move, and I don't think I have anything that's active right now that uses bonus. So
Alright.
I think that's my main thing, is just getting him up. So
He's going to get big.
Going big mode.
That's his action. Yeah, the war chief's just gonna start going for a big boy.
Yeah, kick his ass.
Gets one hit. Duergar comes up behind the orc chief and hits him. Dalar, you're back to the top with you.
Alrighty. If I were to do a line spell from me to the duergar in the upper left, would I be able to avoid my war chief? And hit like the big guy and the small guy in the back left, or would he be too much in the crossfire? Same with Tora. Is there an angle there or no?
Oops. I
Yeah, something like that.
yeah, you could do that.
You know what I'm thinking? Let's do this. That sounds fun.
Oh boy.
Use my lightning bolt spell scroll. Pew! Oh, I gotta aim it. Oh, god damn it! It was fucking a straight line. Fuck this wall. Damn it! At least the other guy got fucking fried.
Yeah, the other guy drops dead.
At least that guy still hurts.
Yeah, he still takes 17.
And then I'll move up to here, I guess, to help with a little bit of.
All right.
Yeah. I think that'll be it.
Wei Fo, you are back.
Okay. I believe I have advantage right now.
Yes, you do.
So the first thing that we're going to do is punch him.
All right. That's 2 hits.
Good. I'm going to use 2 key points. The first one is going to be for Flurry of Blows. On the last strike, I'm going to utilize Stunning Strike.
Okay. That first one hits, but that last one misses.
Of course, that's the one with the Stunning Strike. Fuck you, dice. Fuck you, dice.
Tora?
Fuck you very much.
Am I able to get over here?
Yeah, you can step through your teammates to get over there.
Okay. Dang it.
That unfortunately is a miss.
Do flurry of blows again. That's right.
That 18 hits.
Okay.
That hits as well. Is that it for you, Tora? With another round of magic missile, the big guy drops dead.
Yeah.
Got him.
He's dead.
Biltram?
Well, now I just don't even know what to do. Guess I'll kill the other guy.
one.
I guess I'll kill some people. So, hurt that guy. I'll hit him with a good old-fashioned. I did target him. Have to take one off of Wayfield. Yeah, right. Die, bitch. Zap.
Ouch. The War Chief is going to turn around and take a couple of swings. And misses both times. Miss back. You're back to the top with Dalar.
Do them dirty in front of the squad.
Oof. I don't think I did him too dirty.
No.
Man.
I just whiffed.
Is that it for you, Dalar?
Yeah. I already clicked end turn. Oops.
Wei Fo. It is your turn. Maybe you'll have better luck hitting this one fellow.
Second attack will also have stunning strike.
Okay. You're not having luck with those second hits.
A
forgot-
17 didn't hit?
They've got some decent armor. He needs an 18 to be hit.
Holy crap.
Dang.
You forgot to say the magic word, which is "don't miss." I forget that one a lot too.
Tora. Maybe you'll have some better luck.
I'm just gonna surround this guy and literally sit there and miss it while he's like going into the Matrix.
Yeah.
This one grunt level duergar is going to take you guys back down again by himself.
Probably.
Just because no one
He's gonna
can
get a
roll over
fucking
him.
promotion from this, man.
He'll be the new king after this.
Yeah. Like, clearly this guy deserves to rule the
Oh
kingdom.
my god.
Nope.
Flurry of blows again.
Fucking god amongst men. Hey.
Well, there you go. You hit him.
And again. Nope.
One's good.
Let's see. How many hit points did he have? He is still alive.
God damn it.
Oops, wrong button. It's okay. The line steps through the door, casts magic missile, and he dies.
That big guy anyway.
Now that you get a chance to get a better look at him, you notice that he has a crown on his head.
Hey guys, you reckon this was the king?
Maybe. It could have been. One could hope so. You think that maybe if you disguised yourself as him, we could convince all of them to leave?
I don't have any more of that today. I've got to wait for a rest. I only get one of those rest, I believe.
Wei Fo is going to ask to borrow the orc's scimitar. Or whatever weapon he has.
I'll just command him to hand it over. I guess.
All right, yeah, he hands you a great axe.
Yeah, Wei Fo goes over, grabs a handful of the king's beard, pulls it up to get a clean shot at his neck, and starts chopping his head off.
Okay. That's fair.
Wait, you do know that the crown isn't attached to his head, right?
Yes.
Because he continues hacking at it.
Yep.
And then once he has it separated from the body, he just picks it up by the hair and holds it in one hand.
Alright, Tora, I just healed you some more.
Thanks.
Now we know he's super dead.
One way to make sure.
So the question now is, will they elect a new king or will they all disperse? I do not know the politics of the duergar.
Well, as a out of character note here, Wayfo doesn't give a fuck right now. He's going to give them all a chance to live by letting them know this is just what happened to your king. Unless all of you wish to suffer the same fate, you will let us leave.
And you'll all get out of here too, while we're at it. Find somewhere else to live.
Yeah, otherwise, Wayfo is going to make it a new career choice for him to see every single one of these little motherfuckers have their head on a pike inside and outside this fortress.
I like it.
That's fair.
They want to act like animals, then they should be treated as animals.
Valid point.
Wait, does he still have a big head? Or is it back to regular size head?
I'd assume that loses its magic as soon as he dies.
I would assume so. I was just wondering, just because.
I mean,
might need some help chopping then.
Because otherwise, I'm sorry, we're in the wrong fucking business. We find somebody who owns cattle.
Yep, and then
We're
make them
set for
large
life.
and kill them.
Yeah, we are set for fucking life.
Yep.
So, how many filet mignon did you want? Yes, we can get you 150 pounds worth out of one cow.
Right.
Get fillets the size of ribeyes.
Right?
Yeah, no, it looks like the magic dissipates about a minute, so probably by the time you're getting around to cutting it off, it starts shrinking down to its original size.
Oh, how convenient.
Perfect.
And the way I see it, we know the way out, and there's an elevator right here. So, if they don't take it quite so well, we can always step right on the elevator and disappear.
That sounds reasonable. However, you will have to lead the way. We do not know our way out.
Oh, quite all right. It's up the elevator, out the door, and then to the left, and you're out your way. Also, 3 of us know the way out as it stands right now. So shouldn't be too much trouble. I don't think we'll all die instantly.
Good.
Famous last words.
Yeah. The whole bottom floor is rigged to blow up.
Alright, so you guys heading up and out?
Sounds good to me.
I'm not sure what Wayfo's intentions are, but I do kind of wonder if there's anyone to tell about our victory through this door over here or not.
Should we just throw the body through the door?
I leave the decision making as to where we go from this point forward up to you. All I wish to do is deliver a message and make sure that it's understood.
We might need to do a little bit more then, so that they know that this message is what is being.
So I creak the door open a little bit and and look out into the main hall, and Yeah, I see some things I'm not necessarily sure I comprehend.
Yeah, so let me read you the description for that room. The ceiling of this hall arches to a height of 30 feet. Stone steps lead up to a semicircular dais against the south wall. Again, atop the dais is a misshapen throne crudely carved out of black crystal. Small crackling flames burn in braziers to occupy the room's corners. Slumped near the east wall, this thing that you're seeing, is a tall bipedal fungus creature. Luminous spores float in the air around it. A savage, white-furred biped has torn off one of the creature's arms and is holding it, while four other white-furred bipeds, covered with fungal growths, try to capture the floating spores in jugs. And there you also see a lone duergar against a door to the north.
So I'm gonna like kind of lean back and whisper, I'm not sure what's happening in this room, but it seems like some kind of primitive harvesting of a beast. I'm not so sure.
Do we dare go in and contest it, or
I don't know. I'm not sure that anything in this room would understand the fact that we carry aloft the king's head.
it's a good point.
Aside from the duergar guarding the door. But those black crystals, are those important for something? Those are what we need to power the ship, aren't they?
Most likely.
I'm gonna go ahead and just close the door as quietly as I can, I guess.
Okay.
Just so as not to be noticed. um well, what do you lot think that we could do about that in there? How's everyone feeling?
Well, I still can't wild shape right now, so my combat abilities are pretty low. I don't know how everybody else is feeling. 'Cause I know some people just kind of woke up from being unconscious.
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of health back, but I don't know if going in there would be a good idea.
The war chief would last us a good several more minutes, probably enough for a fight, but we could try and bank it off that. But I don't know if he gets picked off. I don't know how long we'd last, since he'd be our strongest ally there.
Indeed. Well, I'm not entirely sure what the purpose of that room is, but I get some kind of feeling that the reason why you all were down here was to be perhaps fed to those beasts in there. I think that may have been your execution.
Very well could have been.
Maybe.
That being said, do I recognize what kind of bipedal creatures those were at all, or are they a mystery to me?
I just found the picture of it to give you a better idea of what's going on.
Mushroom Man.
If you want to roll a nature check, you can see if you actually know any of it.
I'll assist him in the nature check. See if it's anything that would ring a bell to me in these areas.
What's okay? Yeah, I'll roll this.
Mine's only +3 because I don't have high intelligence.
Okay, got 22 anyways. It's not.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
You're fairly certain that they're all native to the Underdark, but you're not 100% sure exactly what they are.
Oh. So, if they're from the Underdark, then they're probably gonna be dangerous.
Probably.
That is my assumption.
I do agree with Wayfo in that we should send a message, but I don't think going into there is going to send any message other than we're going to fight them. That being said, if we were to kill everything in there, that would send a hell of a message. But that's also a very high risk.
Question indeed is whether or not we can manage that. Because we've
I'm
got
not so sure.
2 injured companions, and every moment we wait, we're losing the usability of another. I'd say that perhaps the best choice today is to retreat with our trophy and perhaps show everyone we see on the way out.
Yeah, because the war chief, I
Mhm.
believe, lasts 10 minutes. That's it.
Yes, let's use the war chief and the royal crown as our ticket out of here. How about that?
Keep the head with it so people know.
Indeed.
We didn't just always sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
Message to them upstairs on the way out, and they'll tell everybody else.
I see this as being the best option that we've got.
Probably.
All right, so
Sorry about the delay, guys. I'm back.
welcome back.
How dare you!
I know. So, creepy underdark creatures.
Yes.
And we looked into the next room, and basically they're sacrificing a mushroom man to a bunch of like underdark yeti type white wolf creatures, and there's only one duergar in there. We think that, at least I'm under the impression that this was to be your execution. They were going to feed you to those beasts.
Does Wayfo have a clue as to the nature of these creatures?
I rolled a. Yeah, go ahead.
I say you can make a nature check if you want, but to reveal anything more, you'll have to do better than 22 at least.
No, basically, Wayfo's. I just want to know if Wayfo recognizes them as actually evil creatures.
I mean,
They're
not
native to
innately.
native to the Underdark, so they might need to be provocated, but I'm not sure that us just waltzing in there would provocate them more or less in any way, especially if they've been trained to feast on sacrificial, prisoners like you guys or whatever, which is kind of what it seems like they're doing to the mushroom guy, but I don't know.
Okay, so they're basically more or less like animals then.
Probably.
I don't know. He said that they were collecting spores in jars or something while they
Ye-
were ripping apart the mushroom man.
Yeah.
So
Do you,
not
the Mushroom Man?
the mushroom man. The mushroom man.
The one who lives on Drury Lane?
Anyway, yeah. So I'm not entirely sure that I don't think that they're like mindless evil. I don't think that they're like just creatures that will attack us just outright. But clearly they're involved in something sadistic. So
They're probably still evil in several ways. They might just not. They might just be. They're probably not mindlessly. Like you said.
yeah.
They'd probably still want to fight us if we went in and did anything to piss them off.
Yeah, so what we were discussing was using the remaining time that we have right now with the Orc War Chieftain to retreat, head our way out,
Okay.
ship anything that we come across that we've got the head of their king, and then go take some rest somewhere where we can be safe potentially, and then come back and have at them.
Because yeah, I'm not in very combat heavy shape anymore. Not without my wild shapes.
Yes, but Sun Tzu teaches us this is the time that we show strength.
Who?
Son who?
Yeah. Sun Tzu. That's a weird name. Where'd you hear that?
An ancient monk master.
From a plane known as Earth.
Right. Nobody has a clue exactly what Wayfo's origins are. He was just found as a target dummy.
I see.
So,
So
his
we got no
origins,
clue.
his origins keep getting more complex. I think one of these sessions we're going to find out you're actually the Terminator.
Yeah, he's actually
If you
like
want to live, come with me.
he's from Earth realm in the version where Terminator is a historical document.
Mhm.
Are you Sarkana?
Yeah. He gets bonked on the head in just the right way, and he diverts back to his original coding.
Right.
And then jumps up an extra 10 levels.
Yeah. All right. So if everyone's in agreement, then I'd say we start heading towards the exit now.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say we can find some people to intimidate on the way out with Wapo's head.
I know that we came across some relatively important looking people on that other elevator we went through, but we don't need to go getting ourselves deeper in the hole on purpose, I would say.
So we could either wander this floor looking for people. We could go to the other elevator and take it up or down and look for people.
Oh, I found a person. Come on, Orc War Chieftain, get up here.
Come on, Wapo, do the party trick.
Yeah, Waypo is going to stride out into the hall and come straight up to this person. You!
You're not speaking in Dwarvish, are you?
That would be quite the trick for him to do,
He's
since he only
speaking
knows
in-
Common and Elvish.
Speaking in Cantonese, just as Sun Tzu and...
That's right.
He starts shouting, looking confused, and talking, half shouting in Dwarvish.
What's he saying, Dalar?
I'll translate the best that I can with the hecticness.
He's like, aren't you supposed to be a prisoner? What have you got there? Answer me.
And
I'll tell Wapo, look, show him the head, show him the head.
And Waypo is going to ask for the translation to him while shoving the face of his king into his own there. This is what happened to your ruler after he decided he did not wish to stop his attacks on 10 Town.
I'll translate that back to him.
Please inform that your next ruler makes a wiser decision.
Yeah.
So I'll tell the duergar that.
Well, it seems you did what we were all wanting to do. I guess I'd encourage your strength to do it.
Why is that?
He was going mad.
Going mad, you say?
Calling for insane plans and actions that couldn't possibly work.
Like attacking 10 Towns?
Yeah. He was also scared. Perhaps rightfully so, perhaps not. It's hard to say that someone was out to get him. I guess someone got him.
Well, that was only because he was doing these crazy plans of attacking 10 towns. If they'd never done that, we would never have a reason to come and get him, so...
Yeah, well, most of us here
Prophecy.
didn't want to come up and do this mission. But it was either do this or he'd kill us, and, well, most of us weren't wanting to die right away.
Then, like, talking to Dalar, asking him to translate, I'll say, well, who then is actually doing his bidding? Who here would be opposed to this if all the rest of his men are well, mutinous?
Well, most of us disagreed with the goal and methods. We never properly organized to overthrow him. As crazy as he was quite good at instilling fear amongst his underlings. There were a few people that tried early on, unsuccessfully, to overthrow him. They're dead.
Ah. Oh. What? I don't even know where to start. So the room down this elevator over here, and I'll gesture down the hall from where we came from. What is that down there? Are they sacrificing or executing people to beasts in that room? What is that?
Let me see. We use the myconid for its spores. They have some useful properties. It's perhaps unfortunate how we have to get them, but sometimes we got to do what we got to do.
Oh, very well. What about all those crystals that make up the throne in there? What is all that about?
It was Xardorok's personal supply of Chardolin.
Are they similar to the crystals that we're looking for? Are they the same thing, basically?
No, the crystals you're looking for are different.
Okay.
How do I recognize the term Chardolin, though?
The dragon
else
was made of
do?
Chardolin. It's been
Oh,
mentioned
yeah.
here and there a couple times.
All right. So, then with the Mad King dead, will your troops simply just be heading back home, or is there another who would rise to the occasion and take over the leadership from here?
We'll certainly put a leader in place, but one without Zardok's grand plans.
Do you need the crown back?
If that would be all right, that would make it easier not having to build a new one.
But just to say, I'd say perhaps we hang on to the crown for just now. Perhaps, if anything, to ensure our safety on the way out.
It is not ours to keep. And Weipo takes it off of the dead king's head, takes a moment, pauses, looks at the head, tosses it down the hallway, and places the crown on top of the duergar's head in front of him. There. It fits you well.
Well, thank you. Let's hope the others agree.
Oh, best of luck in the election to you, lad.
Yes,
Fucking
hopefully
speed
your
walks out.
election will go as smoothly as Russia's.
Wait a second.
We have plenty of tall windows, so shouldn't be an issue.
Are the bars still down on this door?
They are up. I just never. I don't know why I never just. There, wall's gone.
Well, I was gonna say it's no worries. I mean, it's like, you know,
Well, we can always just go back and ask the guy if he can let us out, I guess.
yeah, and we're leaving anyhow, so
Mm-hmm.
it matters not at all. Yeah, Wayfo almost lost his intercom.
Yeah.
Almost.
It was real touch and go.
Almost got a little angry there, did you? It's like the thing with the meme with the Grinch, where it's like someone shows a video of someone raging and like beating their desk in half, and then the very first response or reaction meme is the Grinch. It's like, whoa, almost lost my cool there, guys.
Pretty much.
Alright, so you guys make your way out of Sunblight. Where do you wish to head next? Just in case it wasn't completely clear, my key for the town's destruction is ones with a single slash, like Tourmaline and East Haven, are partially damaged but not totally destroyed, whereas the ones that have the X are completely leveled, no one lives there anymore, the town's in ruins.
I say we go to the nearest damaged town and go help out while we kind of recoup and decide what to do next.
Alright.
Didn't we speak with like the I guess whatever you would call it, the resistance or the remaining military force in Bryn Shander. Isn't that where they were at? We were on our way down. We ran into some people that had like a duergar for interrogation, and there was, some kind of established like.
Yeah, they were having a conversation with him physically.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, they weren't raping him now. Okay, come on.
I mean, there was some waterboarding going on.
Yeah, that's fair.
A
But
little.
so that was in Bryn Shander, right? So I would recommend that we make our way towards Bryn Shander, maybe stop in like Dugan's Hole and try to see if there's any survivors or anyone, or maybe we could, stop in
Imagine
East Haven or
people-
something. But
Or claim a house that is more or less standing.
there you go. Put new locks on it. I like that. Shit's mine now.
We're gonna call
I-
this Filtram's Hole.
Filtram's Hole, yeah. Either way is fine with me. I don't really care. I was just thinking out loud that we should probably try and go tell somebody who's in charge of mustering the defense that,
I think that's actually a really good idea. I second that.
I'm down for it. We know
Yep.
that the issue's been done.
Okay.
to Bryn Shanda.
All right. So you guys are gonna head to Bryn Shander by way of Dugan's Hole. Someone roll me a d20.
Do you want a responsible adult or an irresponsible adult? Oh, never mind. You got both.
And
Heyo.
can someone roll me a d8?
I'll let somebody else do that.
No, go for it, man. You're on a roll.
It's been like
Ooh.
it's been like a month and a half. Just remind me again. R slash
Slash
What?
R space
slash R space
D8.
D8. Okay, all right. Yeah.
Boink.
See, look.
All right.
Boom
Perfect.
shakalaka.
We min maxing out here, boys.
Exactly. That's why we had to do it.
Yeah, now we're gonna have to face a white dragon. Just saying.
Right. Same one from a while ago.
My master's not dead.
And actually, I had
Yeah.
you roll the dice out of order, but no, an 8's actually no random encounter.
Mm.
You guys make it complete to Dugan's Hole, or what's left of it, completely uneventfully.
Brief respite. I like it.
So yeah, you get to Dugan's Hole. Town's completely leveled. There's not even a building that you could claim to be your own. Claim a pile of scrap wood if you want. That'd be about the most you could do. Just piles of wood, destroyed buildings, a couple of dead bodies covered in some snow.
Wait, dead bodies, you say? Oh wait, no. This is a necromancer. Never mind.
Nope. No necromancers here this time.
You have my sword and my axe and your brother. You know, when you have when you have the necromancer on the party and you're helping to avenge somebody's brother's death.
Right. Yeah.
You have my sword and my axe and your brother.
Would you look at that? He's back.
So, you guys make your way back to Bryn Shander in quick order. There we are.
So Wayfo is heading straight for the North Look,
Mm-hmm.
where he's about to get dwarfed up. That's his new slang.
Dwarfed up.
He's gonna go get dwarfed up.
What a
Or
verb.
spirits. I get it.
Right?
All right, so yeah, you return to your good old spot to North Look, and you guys all enjoy a nice, relaxing day of rest there. Much needed day of rest.
Needed that.
Yeah, Wayfo's version of rest is he's spending 13 gold.
It's a lot of gold.
Yeah, for that, they're basically just giving you the bottle. Like, here you go, have at it.
Yeah, Wayfo may be meditating upside down on the bar,
Oh, jeez.
unconscious. That may be how he spends his long rest.
Funny.
I mean, he helped kill a man and then felt that the only logical course of action was to behead him to get the others to actually understand and perhaps even fear the group enough that they would let him out. All for them to be like, "Oh, you killed him, thanks."
Yeah, kind of.
That's what they wanted the whole time.
Yeah. So Wayfo, who is normally very peaceful and well balanced, is currently going, what the fuck just happened?
Totally understandable.
Okay, so then after our recovery, I'm presuming we should go over and talk to the people who are holding the duergar.
Probably should.
Yeah, so you guys head back over to the town's lockup near in town hall. When you get there, the guards ask you, what do you want? What's your business here? Standard sort of questions.
We'll let them know we're here to speak with the duergar prisoner.
Very well. He is, last we checked, still alive.
Epstein didn't kill himself. Go in there, duergar's hanging from a fucking rope, middle of the room. No furniture around.
He's so invisible, so you see a rope in the air.
He's hanging from a magic rope that appears to be a sheet, but it's not actually tied to anything in the ceiling. It's just like floating.
Right. Yeah, suicide by magic. Not really sure what happened here.
Magically killed himself. Happens all the time, guys.
That's all right. Happens all the time. We also had all three of our guards fall asleep at the same moment. It's just one of those incidents that happens. Think nothing of it.
Yeah, try not to think too much about it, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, so Wayfo's going to relay to Dalar to basically let him know that he would recommend just opening up with, "By the way, your king's dead,"
I'll
and
basically just word for
see
word
see
tell
what
him.
his reaction's going to be.
I'll basically just be like, I'm gonna do word for word what you say in the Dwarvish. Like your
Uh,
king's dead.
Yep.
what just do you say is true? How am I supposed to know what you say is true?
Tell him we've seen the Black Crystal Throne.
Yep. Better yet, describe the king, describe the crown, um,
I'll describe the
as
king and his
as
mighty beard, the crown,
as well as the throne room,
that
and the
room with
fact
all the
that
fungus creatures, the fungus
yeah,
creature and all that.
and that we were scheduled to be executed.
Yeah, I'll describe all that to him. And then I'll let him know that we killed the king. So that he's no longer a threat to 10 towns.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
And no longer a threat to the duergar that were there.
Heyo.
So, the king is dead.
Yes.
And what exactly am I supposed to do with that information?
How do you feel about it?
Oh, it's nice that he's dead. Doesn't help me at all right now, though.
I
Actually,
dare say it might. Hearing that the leader of your clan has fallen to the sword might, well, it might incline your captors to release you.
perhaps.
However, I do understand his plight. It may not benefit him whatsoever because he will still most likely not be trusted by any of the fellow duergar because he's been a prisoner here.
Well, that could be, but
That
Dalar,
all assumes that they release me and drop the other charges they have against me as well.
Dalar, could you ask him what would be the best possible outcome that he could hope for in this situation?
I'll ask him, what do you think would be the best for you to happen in this
Well,
situation?
the absolute best would be for the city to drop their charges against me. That's not going to happen.
I'll relay that to Wayfo.
What exactly are all of his charges again?
I was wondering.
Well, there's that little thing about the 3 people that I killed.
Ah, well,
And
that could be a little bit more difficult then,
and
yes.
that building I burned down, and yeah.
Well, yes, but this is also part of 10 Towns. And looking at the slightly confused looks on his companions' faces, they do have a rather brutal, primitive form of law here. Perhaps he could pay compensation for the lives that he took, as well as the building.
It's indeed something we could ask the keepers of Bryn Chandler about.
Would you translate that to him, Dalar, and see if it would be something that he could possibly do?
Yeah. Got you.
It's like, repay them with
Translation.
what I have. I don't have anything.
But I'll just tell him he hasn't got anything.
Well, not here, obviously. But he is a Duergar. You telling me that a Duergar has absolutely nothing of value? Tucked away, hidden somewhere?
So you don't have anything anywhere?
I mean, I suppose I might have a little bit back home, but that doesn't do me any good here.
let Wayfo know. He says he might have some at home, but that's obviously back at home.
And I would assume home for him would be a great distance away.
I'll ask him where his home is at.
The Underdark.
Alternate Wayfo, the Underdark.
A good distance away.
Very good distance away. There doesn't have to be any shortcuts to your home, is there?
Yeah, just take two rights around the corner here, and step through the secret portal. And no, there's no shortcuts there. It's a 3-week walk.
Damn. Yeah, it's a little bit far away for us to go, especially on our own without any guidance.
Yeah, 3-week walk if you know where you're going. Might be the last walk you ever take if you don't.
I'll relay that to Wayfo.
Wayfo stands there contemplating. Perhaps monetary payment may not be the best and most suitable means. The duergar
So,
have been known to live for a very long time. Perhaps he could be placed into what would be considered a reasonably short amount of time in the lifespan of a duergar, but a just time span to the people of the city by having him work for them.
Perhaps. Might work.
Do we know
Ask him what his thoughts
why
are on it.
he killed anyone yet? Just out of curiosity. Is he
I mean,
just
he
killing for fun?
was a spy and a saboteur, I believe, wasn't he?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of. I mean, that is kind of a serious crime, even if your regime is one you don't necessarily agree with. That's kind of like. That's pretty serious. Just saying, maybe whatever punishment they mete out to this particular fellow is, it's just desserts, perhaps.
The only logical punishment that they would offer, other than what I have just described, would be death.
Indeed. Just thinking out loud. Not that it's his fault that his bosses were, well, unsavory characters, but it is indeed quite the action to invade and take life. That is quite the attitude of, devotion, I would say.
By the way, Biltram, I believe your familiar is looking for attention.
Oh, she is, and she's getting it now. She won't leave me alone for very long. So she had an ear infection recently, and she's all better now. So she's just doing nothing but talking all the time.
I missed my beautiful voice.
Well, that and just like she's just like, oh my god, I don't feel like shit. This is amazing. How long has it been?
This makes sense.
Right. Anywho, I think that maybe we should go speak with some of the management around here to at least see what their existing plans are before we go trying to talk them out of whatever existing plans they have. Because perhaps upon hearing that we've defeated the leadership in the duergar camp, they may be more lenient to begin with. May not have to fight quite so hard.
Agreed.
Always possible.
With that, I'm going to take a 5-minute break real quick and go get a drink and hit the restroom and stuff. So I'll be right back.
Word. We should take a 5.
Yep, I'll be right back.
Yep. 5 for all. Alright, so,
Is there a
Where were
Toro
we?
back?
I don't know. Is there a Toro back here?
Or is it that's because I know she was upstairs petting Pupper.
Uh-oh. That could take a while.
Could take a long time to pet the dog enough.
Yeah.
I guess she's not back yet.
I vote that we sacrifice her first.
Done.
We've basically got to at this point, you know.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know how long she'll be. Let's just continue on and include her back in when she gets back, whenever that is.
Works for me.
So what next?
Oh, are you finished with your dealings with the Duergar prisoner?
Sounded
Yeah,
like
I
we had
mean-
talked to him enough that we
Yeah.
need to talk to other people.
I mean,
I think we mainly just want to go.
it sounds to me like we're just kind of not going to be able to do anything other than watch his ass die.
I mean, yeah, he kind of committed several crimes that weren't just the Duergar crimes. It was his own crimes. So, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too.
I think that we need to go speak with the leadership of the town to let them know that the Duergar threat is in a state of severe disarray. I'm sure at this point, since their leadership has been destroyed.
Yeah, so probably should let the leadership know.
Alright. So yeah, you guys tracked down, Speaker Devessa and Sheriff Markham, and are able to fill them in on the whole going down with the Duergar. They are quite grateful for your actions and for the outcome. They say they'll probably go send a small group just to check on it, make sure the Duergar are following through with what it sounded like they were going to do, but they're quite pleased with the direction things are turning,
Yeah.
especially considering recent actions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as you guys are relaxing back at the tavern at the end of the day, Valine is still with you, and she turns to the group of you. Seems you've proven yourselves worthy in quite unexpected ways. As I said before, I think I have use of you that could be mutually beneficial for everyone here. If you still wish to help me with my quest, I would be most appreciative of it.
We, I can't. Can you tell us ever what her quest was? Still looking for a book.
Um, she was pretty vague about it, but she begins to tell you a little bit more about it now. Her goal specifically is to track down a stolen item called a Professor Orb. But where she thinks that that item is may also be an item that will help you with what you have been seeking to do.
Oh, with the weather and all that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where,
interesting.
where do you think these items might be? That you cannot go get them yourself already.
Um. Well, I am pretty sure that the items are uh, in that lost city under the Reghead Glacier. Um, but the problem is to find where that lost city is. If I am remembering the story right, we need another item.
Where would we find that item?
Is the Professor Orb what is required to find the lost city?
Um. Yes, the orb was a family heirloom that was stolen from me by a former colleague named Nass. The orb has the personality of a scholar and is named Professor Scant. It has the knowledge that will help us once we descend into Ithrin.
Why does the name Scant sound familiar? I know the name Nas Lantamir. That much is for sure.
As to where Scant sounds familiar.
I was mainly talking to the rest of the group, but I don't think they
I don't recall
recognize
it
it very
either.
much.
The NAS one, obviously we've talked to quite
No.
a bit, but
Yeah.
not Scant.
I should say, Verline, you are some kind of a you're some kind of a magician yourself, a mage of sorts. You wouldn't happen to be a practitioner of necromancy, would you?
Um, let me see. What does she practice? Somewhere in here is character sheet. Let's see.
And I'll lean over and whisper to the group, "Hey, in case you guys don't remember the dude in the spire that we turned into not a construct anymore, told us about fucking Valine Harple."
Valine's response is simply, "Oh, I practice magic from several schools."
One of which being necromancy, yes?
Got her.
I do know some spells from the School of Necromancy. I wouldn't consider myself a true necromancer, as you might be thinking of.
Most necromancers don't consider themselves to be true necromancers. They consider themselves to be mages. Waypo's just continuing to sip on his dwarven spirit.
Just this is out of character before I say my next line. Just remembering, because it has been like 2 months since this happened. But Valine Harple is the one who, quote unquote, saved us from our fall off of the cliff. Right?
Yes.
She did save us from our quite literal demise of falling and plummeting onto the
I
planet.
can roll a history check if you'd like, but do you remember how she saved us?
Like a teleport spell, probably. Like that.
Featherfall.
Featherfall.
Featherfall. There.
Okay.
No, she did not wait till you splattered on the ground and bring
I'm
you
waiting
back.
for the inception. Like, I'm just trying to skip ahead a few sessions here. Like, we get like 6 sessions down the line. We get into the Lost City, and then we decide, oh no, she's a bad guy. We're gonna fight against her. And she's like, nope, fuck you. I brought you guys back from the dead. You dumb bitches. I've been controlling you this whole time.
I was secretly pulling the strings.
That would be quite
Alright,
the
cool.
twist.
That would be quite the twist.
I'm going
but
to
I
write
suppose
that
if
down
she
for a
was-
future campaign.
There you go.
You're all dead, and the necromancer's been fucking with you the whole time.
I was just about to say, if she was that good of a necromancer, then she probably wouldn't need our help with anything, honestly.
Yeah, but she likes to fuck with us.
Yeah,
That's the whole
exactly.
point.
Yeah,
It's not
that's
about
whole
the
point.
need; it's about the fun.
Either way, I should say, yes, due to the assistance that you have indeed provided us, we would be, we would be out of our regards if we did not offer our assistance in finding whatever it is you need to get you into the Netherrealm.
Sounds fair to me.
Well, very well. Let's just rest for the evening, and well, I suppose we need to. I should probably inform you of where we must go. We. I don't have any easy way to put this, but I'm fairly confident that Nas took my Professor Orb to an island on the Sea of Moving Ice. The island of Solstice is rumored by some to be where Auril lives.
Who lives?
Auril? The Frostmaiden?
Oh, Ara. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought Earl, and I was like, what the fuck? Okay.
And so is that local legend that Auril lives in that land, or is that a known fact?
Depends on who you ask. Some people claim that is absolutely fact. Others are not so certain.
Very well.
I don't go so far as to make the claim that I am certain of it, but I am reasonably confident in it.
I see. Well, one thing I should say, I suppose, perhaps offering too much information is, in the interest of saving time, if you do not know for certain that As left your orb in the Sea of Moving Ice, would you like to ask? Would you like to ask her yourself? I believe we can find Nas in Lonelywood.
Yeah, this is where I last saw her before she took off with my Professor Orb.
Was this a recent exchange?
She mentioned it was after the day after an interaction with you. I think the group of you were heading north. I
Yes,
stopped in a day
indeed.
later. She snuck the item out of my bag and skipped out of town.
see. Quite the infortune timing.
At that point, that's when I began tracking the group of you down, and, well, here we are today.
Very well. Say, you wouldn't happen to know anything about some, well, ill-begotten events taking place along the Sea of Moving Ice off on the western side? Something about shipwreck and the Alaskan boat there and some kind of small crisis. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Not particularly, no.
Understood. Well, I do believe I have all the information I need at this time about the task to be undertaken.
I'll be ready to head out in the morning.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There is the one final question of how do we wish to proceed out into the Sea of Moving Ice?
Carefully.
I
I am not familiar with travel in these lands.
I am not quite familiar either. I've not traveled by boat in the tundra yet.
From what I've not traveled much that far north myself, but from what I know and have heard, there are possibly two options available to us. One might be go up to Revel's End and rent out a boat. I don't expect that to be cheap, but that is an option. Or option B. I hear there is a location, the southern end of the Sea of Moving Ice, where you can summon a whale, and it can lead you around.
Well, that sounds like a significantly interesting way of getting about in the ocean.
That's what I was thinking.
That's quite unusual.
I suppose either would work, but I would vote for the whale.
Well, that doesn't surprise me.
I should not say that I am averted to the idea. It definitely seems like quite the interesting, interesting bit of events that we should probably be investigating. Just because I would like to see a whale that is summonable. Could be useful for my studies.
Very well. We will. We'll spend the night. That's probably the night. We'll depart at once for Bremen. Spend the night there, and then depart first thing in the morning for this pier where we can inquire about this whale.
Sounds good.
Sounds all well and good to me. One final question before we part for the evening. You wouldn't happen to know the name Melthorond by chance, would you? Another wizard?
Melthorond.
If it doesn't ring a bell off the top of your head, it's no worries, just curious.
No, I can't say that it is, unfortunately. I've seen the name once or twice around, but I know a little more beyond that, unfortunately.
All well and good. I shall be finishing my tea and then adjourning to my room for the rest of the evening.
All right. So, you guys head over to the small town of Bremen. Find a room for the night and rest up for departure in the morning. And I
Sounds
think,
like a good plan.
unless there is anything else anyone wants to do, I think we'll call it here for the night and level up and whatnot. And
Ooh,
yes,
I would like to get a replacement for the potion of greater healing that I expended.
No.
Well, shit.
that's out of the question, Scott.
I would also like to do that, but I am really hard up for cash right now. So
yeah, Bremen wouldn't have those, but you could have gotten one in Bryn Shander before you left for the potions. Let's say 200 gold pieces.
Okay.
did y'all get paid while I was away?
I mean,
I don't
you didn't?
I got 6 gold, brother.
I mean, obviously it was a, clerical error.
yeah.
Don't
That's right.
worry about it.
You
Yeah.
guys can buy stuff for me, right?
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. You're buying for him this time, right, Taylor?
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Right after Tora does.
Right.
Oh, I forgot I gave all my gold to Tora the other day. Oh no,
You
Tora, you're gonna have to
did.
With
Funny
the way
how that works.
that this worked out, you guys actually go up to level 7.
Oh my god.
What?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
We killed 3 enemies. What's the experience on that gain? Like, we
Doing
got what, like
quest- we're doing quest games
3
on this
times
one,
2?
bro.
We got like 3 times 4. We got like what, 8 levels total? Over 2 enemies split between all of us? 2 levels by 4 people for 3 enemies?
It's because of the
That's
amount
some
of
stonks.
yeah, some stonks. It's because of the amount of shit that we're accomplishing, bro.
It's a
Yeah.
man's fault.
When you're doing milestone-based leveling and you skip or, shortcut some milestones.
Right.
Hey man, I had a fucking theatrical performance. I caught the king off guard for sure that today.
Yeah, worked out pretty well.
I've been saving those.
Mm-hmm.
They certainly come in handy, man. Having that workaround.
Yeah, I only got one more use of it though, and then it turns to like dust or something like that. I got 3 uses total, and I've used it twice now. And I only had 1 scroll. So I used a lot of my really good expendables in that fight.
We have to find where we can buy one. Because motherfucker.
Yeah, that guy's fucking comes in real handy. He's got like 93 HP and he swings like that.
Jesus.
Fucking comes in handy.